Now is the time to make real the promises of democracy. Now is the time to rise from the dark and desolate valley of segregation to the sunlit path of racial justice. Now is the time. Let us not seek to satisfy our thirst for freedom by drinking from the cup of bitterness and hatred.
Welcome everyone, it's my daily vlog channel, Eric B's Daily Vlogs. Little crazy morning this morning. Had to go into work, do a couple things. Now I'm off for the rest of the afternoon. And serious topic that I told you guys that I wanted to bring up. And I thought today would be a good day to do it. Today, when you watch this, it's gonna be Tuesday. But today, it's Martin Luther King. It's Martin Luther King's birthday, so it's Martin Luther King Day. So my topic today is how the man up in the White House had the nerve to say shouldn't allow people from shithole countries, and he said shithole. I'm not going to say the S-hole, I'm going to say the shithole, because, and for him to say that caused a whirlwind of racism and racist people to come out of the closet. If you were racist before, you're racist now. And this, for him to say that, just caused a bunch of people to come out and agree with him and say the same thing that he pretty much said. And for you guys who don't agree with me, or you say relax, calm down, it'll blow over. You guys are saying that because it's not happening to you guys. You guys aren't walking around and having people go up to you and say, go back to your S-hole country. It happened to a family member of ours while they were visiting Disney in Florida. While they were visiting Disney out there, someone came up to them and told them to go back to your S-hole country and got physical with them. Now, if he wouldn't have said that, fixing my collar. If he wouldn't have said that, I don't think these people would be as racist. They'd still be racist, but they'd be in the closet. But the fact that they hear a leader of this once, and I'm saying once great nation, because this nation is not great anymore because of what this man's doing. But for him to say what he said, it's kind of like monkey see, monkey do. He said it, so I can say it. He's racist, so I can be racist. So that's pretty much what he's doing. He's being racist to this nation by saying what he said. So now everyone else is saying, I can say it too. It's just like a baby. When a baby hears you say a bad word, a baby hears you say a certain phrase, a baby doesn't have the common sense to know that it's bad and will repeat you. Baby, infant, adolescent, they will repeat you because they heard you say it. So if mom and dad said it, I can say it because it must be okay. So the same thing with these people. I heard the leader of our nation, the man who's the president of the United States, say these people need to go back to their S-hole countries. So to them, if he can say it, so can I. Again, ignorant, don't have the common sense to figure out whether it's right or wrong or good or bad to say it. So they're gonna say it anyways. And they have been. And again, for you guys who are telling me on social media, calm down, relax, it hasn't happened to you. It hasn't. You don't have to live a day-to-day under a different color skin, whether you were born here or not. We are all immigrants of this nation. All of us are immigrants of this nation. Unless you're a Navajo, a Cherokee, I forget the other Indians, American Indians that once ruled or once roamed this world. Unless you were one of them, we are all immigrants of this nation. All of us. All of us. If you were a Mexican American from California, Texas, Arizona, you have ancestors that once roamed this nation before Donald Trump did. Before he roamed this nation, before he became who he is now, his ancestors came from a different country before he became Donald Trump. So for him to say that, he's one of these S-holes that needs to go back to where he came from, because he is not. You may be born in America, your parents may have conceived you in America, but your ancestors are not from America. Not. My ancestors are not from America. They are not. My ancestors are from the Philippines. My dad, mom are from the Philippines. My grandfather fought in the Korea War under a Filipino American. Doesn't make him American, not an American citizen. He fought under Filipino. And what do they categorize him? They don't categorize him as a Filipino. He's categorized as an Asian, because that's how bad this nation was back then. You didn't give certain people, you were either Caucasian, Asian, or black. That's what you were. So for him to say that, and a lot of people tell me to relax. No, till he's in the White House, till he's the president, nothing's gonna change in this world. The racism will continue. Racist will continue. America will still try to figure out whether it's okay to say certain things, it's okay to do certain things, and it's not, you know, and it's terrible. It's terrible. This world, this nation that we live in right now, we're divided by Trump supporters and non-Trump supporters. It's not even race, color, creed anymore. It's not that anymore. It's divided by whether we support him or don't support him. Republicans and Democrats, same thing. We got a lot of Republicans who don't agree with him. You got a full bunch of Democrats that don't agree with him. So for him to say that, again, all it did was it woke up a lot of racist people who are already racist come out of their closet and say, it's okay for me to say it because the man leading our country is saying it. Monkey see, monkey do. That's all it is. He's saying it, I'm going to say it. It's okay for him to say it, so it's okay for me to say it. But for us who has to live through it, who has to live with it, it's divided. It's divided. And we have to be the bigger people. We have to be the bigger ones and say, we're not going to live with racist people. We're not going to be with the racist environment that we live in. Whether we like it or not, we have to be the bigger ones. We have to be the ones that says, we are not going to deal with racism. We're not going to deal with this racist president. We're not. But can we? Can we? When you have people coming up to you, telling you, go back to your S-hole country. Go back to the country you came from. When you have people saying that, how hard, how easy can it be for us to live in this nation that's supposed to be a great nation, that's supposed to be a nation that we all live under one roof, under one world, whether you're Jewish, Arabic, Buddhist, Chinese, Mexican, Filipino, blacks. How can we, when you have a leader that's showing other nations, I'm a big racist, and he's saying that. He's not saying it, but he's saying it. He's showing it. And we live in this world that we have to live with this president to show us that he's a racist. Terrible. Terrible. So you just imagine 55 years ago today, we were in the process of moving forward, getting rid of racism. In the process, we didn't get rid of it, we were in the process. Because he did say he had a dream, and the dream worked. Because now we have interracial kids, we have kids from different types of nationality that branched out, half everything. Whatever nationality you can think of, there's half of them. And for Donald Trump to say that about these countries, and him himself married an immigrant not from the United States. So for this man to be the way he is and to lead a country into nothing but straight racism, racist remarks, he needs to move to a third world country and see what it's like over there. He will not survive in a third world country. He will not. This man was spoon-fed from the day he was born, had money. His kids were spoon-fed from the day they were born. They don't know what the struggle's like. They don't know what it's like to get on public transportation, because their whole lives they were given everything. So it's just annoying on my end. It's annoying me as an immigrant. My family immigrated here from the Philippines 40-something years ago. We established our roots here in San Francisco. Did the paperwork, the process to stay here legally. Got an education here in the United States. Lived the American dream, just to find out 40 years later that bigotry, racism is still here. A lot of people moved in this country because it was an opportunity for them to be better, to have a better life compared to the country that they lived in. But then just to come back, or just to come to this country to find out this is not a great nation that it once was. It wasn't. And I don't want to hear all these people saying like, oh, was it a great nation when Obama and Clinton was president? I don't want to hear that. Because at least with them, they were leaders that all the nations agreed with. They said things that all the nations were like, yes, you were right, you were right. He never said things like, you know, Rocket Man or Crazy Man, crazy person. He never said anything like that. He never said Jerusalem should be, you know, what it is. He never did that. This man right here in office right now, I call him the fourth coming of Hitler. And only because Hitler did not like the Jews, did not like anybody that was non-German, till he needed them as allies. But he wanted to get rid of the Jews. And he did. He did in the most horrific way a person can ever do it. If this man continues to be president of the United States, continue to do what he does, continues to lead this nation, I'm not saying he's going to be another Hitler, but he's headed that direction. He's headed that direction. He's trying to get the immigrants out. He's trying to get the DACA, the Dreamers, trying to get those people out of the United States, even though, like myself, they did what they had to do to stay in the United States legally, except for their parents bringing them here illegally. But they did everything else on top of that. Got an education here, paying their taxes, doing all that other stuff. But the government that we live in right now doesn't realize that. The government that we live in right now don't see that. All they see is citizen, non-citizen. That's all they see. American, non-American. That's all they see. They don't see nothing else. So for him, Donald Trump, to say S-hole countries, to open the door for all the other racism people in America to say that to us. Shame on you. Shame on you for doing that. Shame on you for letting people think it's okay to be racist. Not even let America try to grow to what America can grow into. We can be a great nation again. We can. We can, but not with a leader who's the biggest racist of all. We have a leader that's racist. There's no way this country can be any better than what he wants us to be, because there's no way we can move forward with him. There's no way. No way. We got 3 more years with this guy in office. 3 more years. What's going to happen? Where are we going to go? What's this country going to be? What's it going to be like? We got our first Olympics coming up with this man as president. Before, the nation used to be cool. We used to be like, yes, the Olympics. Now we're like, the Olympics. But we have a dumbass president in office. And I don't want to hear anybody saying, can I be a better president? Can I do this as a better president? No, I can't. I don't want to. He wanted to. He took the challenge. America voted for him. Or not America. People voted for him with the help of Russia. Let's not forget that, with the help of Russia. People voted for him. And he's sitting here trying to be the president that he's not. He's not. He's not. He's a man with a lot of money. He's a man who married an immigrant wife. Doesn't remember that. He's a man that is playing president, but not acting like a president. He's not. You know, I always tell a lot of people, if you're street, if you're ghetto, and you work, know how to turn it off. Know how to turn it off. And you know what I'm talking about when I say that. For him, I don't want to say he's uneducated. He's a smart man. He's a businessman, so he's a smart man. But when it comes to him being a president, he doesn't know how to turn off his street side attitude, his dumb attitude that he gives to the American public. He doesn't know how to turn that off. He acts like, you know, he still acts like he's a CEO of a company, but he's not. He's the president of the United States, so he needs to act like the president of the United States. That's it. I mean, that's all I can say. That's all I really want to talk about. Nothing else I want to bring up. But for him, this country is not going. It took us 55 years to get that I have a dream speech to where we are right now when it comes to racism. Little racism falls in. There's still all that. I'm not saying that racism has died and Trump woke it up. It's always been here. Racism's always been here. There's always racism, remarks, anything. It's always been here. It's never died. But for him to say what he said about the S-hole countries, he opened it up for everybody else who was already racist to say it's okay for me to be racist because my president of the United States is racist, so I can be racist. So 55 years and we're still back at square one. We're still back to where it was 55 years ago. We're back there because your leader, your chief in command, is the biggest racist of all. That's sad. That's sad, America. That is sad. That is sad. Nothing else we can do but hope, pray, whatever God you have, whatever God you believe in, pray, and move forward in a positive way. That's all we can do. That's all we can do. We got to take this nation, people at a time, a person at a time, and make it great again. Not the way he said it. Not the way he said it. the way we know it could be great again, the way we want it to be great again. Let's make it great for us, the ones who live here, the minority of the country, the ones who can do the best we can to make it great again. Let's do it for us. All right, guys, I rambled, I ranted, I did everything. I needed to get this off my head. I apologize, but I had to do it today because today, 55 years ago today, and on August 23rd, I believe, Martin Luther King stood in front of the Lincoln Memorial. Is that where it was? The Lincoln Memorial, and said his "I had a dream" speech. He's trying to get rid of racism, trying to get rid of bigotry, and today we still have it because of one man in the White House. One man. But again, I ranted, I raved, I did everything I can. I need to get this out. Thank you for listening. I apologize if I bored you guys. I apologize if you don't agree with me. I apologize. I try not to bring politics into my vlogs, but I felt like this needed to be addressed. It needed to be spoken about, and I wanted you guys to know where I stand. So if you guys hate it, I'm not gonna be mad at you. If you guys give me thumbs down, that's you. That's the part of this country, is we can pick and choose what we want. We can like something, we can dislike something, we can unscribe, we can do whatever. Whatever you have to do. You listened, I spoke. Thanks for watching, guys. Vlog's ended. Go in peace.
We will be able to speed up that day when all of God's children, black men and white men, Jews and Gentiles, Protestants and Catholics, will be able to join hands and sing in the words of the old Negro spiritual, free at last, free at last. Thank God Almighty, we are free at last.
I made this.